let's go over how I spent my money this week as a 40-something-year-old corporate girly that would like to retire in 8 years but has no retirement savings and is in $95,000 of debt. $85,000 of that is student loans and $10,000 is in credit card debt that I'd like to pay off by the end of this year, but I don't know how to do that because I don't make enough money. Oh! If you guys noticed, I updated the intro! There's been plenty of people begging me to update the intro, but until I paid off, a significant portion of my credit card debt, I really didn't want to update the intro because I didn't want it to be something that I'm updating, I don't know, I just didn't feel like the need to update it every week or something like that, And it's not spot on. It's kind of more of a guesstimate because when I started, I was $13,424 or something like that in credit card debt, not exactly 14. So I was just kind of rounding with that, and I'm kind of rounding with the 95,000, but close enough. I fear we may have lost the plot this week a little bit, and we're going to have to just get back on track. It's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but it's okay. What's done is done, and we just have to move on and do better next week. I feel like I felt a little freedom this week because I had an extra paycheck, because I will get paid again on the 1st of the month. So we are going to have to rein it back in. But just a couple of reminders, top of the video, I am a salary employee. I bring home, after tax, $2,150.59. I do make a little bit of money on my YouTube. It's not much so far. Praying and crossing our fingers that one day it will be a little bit more to help out with our debt scenario that we're in. I'm 42 years old. I live in the Tampa Bay area. I'm an empty nester. I have a grandchild. And I have a cute little dog that's down here. I think that's all. Oh, I don't have a car payment because I paid off my car last year. Woo, woo. So let's go into how I spent my money this week. Just as a side note, I did get paid from YouTube $207.61. And people are always telling me on this channel to save my 20% for taxes. And I definitely plan on doing that. I actually might save the next 2 payments to catch up for the ones I haven't saved, because I really haven't been saving anything. I may have made $600 this year, which isn't a lot, and I feel like I have enough write-offs that might just at least cancel that out to 0, because I don't think you can write off more than you earned. You can write it to 0, and you can't have a negative. So I'm hoping about that. I know I will also owe taxes on the interest on my high-yield savings account, but that's not that much this year. I plan on, once we pay off the credit cards, to put more into my high-yield savings account. I've been thinking about what kind of investment strategy I want to have going forward once I pay off my credit cards. I'm kind of getting in gears of that and figuring that out. Obviously, I think at some point I'm going to have to start consulting a financial advisor, someone that's well more versed in the world of investments. But I think to get started, as long as I'm dealing in high yield savings accounts, CDs, ETFs, I'm trying to think, 401ks, IRAs, I think for the most part I can kind of get myself started. And then once we start making some real money, maybe, and have some real money to save up, we can start snowballing and figuring that out with an actual professional. But for now, that $207.61, I put all towards my credit card and then some, but we'll go over that in this week's wrap of my expenses. Let's get into it. And like I said, I fear we may have lost the plot and got off the rails a little bit, so don't be surprised. But we have one category that you will be happy about that I did not even touch going over. So I can't wait to talk about all of that. For groceries, I spent $138.67 And normally I budget $120 every week. So we went over by about $18, $19. Gas, $34.91 was spent. And I budget $50 every week. So we did not even go over there, which is good. The next category, I told myself I was going to give myself $500 to go shopping for new workout gear, which I got, which I might do a try on in one of my next vlogs or something. Like an unboxing try on situation. I just haven't thought about that. And a couple of like re-ups on some skincare stuff that I ran out of. So, and I did do all of that. I did budget $500 for this category, and I only spent $244.54. Yay. Some people were outraged that I let myself have $500 limit for shopping. But I think some of those people just haven't been over here long enough. Like, when's the last time I spent $500 shopping? Y'all tell me, because I don't remember ever making a video saying I gave myself a $500 budget. And I didn't really necessarily plan on spending all of that. I kind of just wanted the freedom to get like what I kind of wanted and within reason and not go crazy, but also not feel like, oh my God, I can't say no to like 4 workout sets, you know? I am also curious. I got an oil change and tire rotation and it was $115. I only budgeted $100. Is that like really expensive? Because what the heck? I never used to pay that much for a tire rotation and oil change back in North Carolina, but I'm in a whole new state and I don't know anyone really I can trust, and I'm just going to like a regular place that's near me. So let me know if that's too expensive. I might need to look around next time that I go to get an oil change and tire rotation. Cell phone is $25 a month. I always have questions about this. I have Visible by Verizon. My cell phone is, I think, the iPhone 11. I got it back during around COVID times, like maybe right after, maybe during or something. And it's worked ever since. So no need to get a new phone if the phone still works, is what I always live by. So my phone is paid for and I switched to a very cheap basic cell phone service. But Visible by Verizon uses Verizon towers. So I used to have Verizon and was paying a lot of money. If you have Verizon, you guys know how much those bills are. And it was just dumb because I'm not doing anything crazy. Like, yeah, I do record on my phone and I post to social media and stuff like that on my phone. But like, I think a lot of people do that these days on their phones, and I don't know. I just didn't feel like whatever I was having with Verizon, I really actually needed. So I have unlimited data and whatever else unlimited. There's only really one package when you get Visible by Verizon. It's $25 a month and it's unlimited data, and that's basically it. I don't really think there's anything else these days that you need to be concerned with. Like we were back in the day when we used to worry about like how many minutes we used a month, stuff like that. So I highly encourage you, if you have Verizon, you're thinking about going to Verizon, check out Visible by Verizon. It's $25 a month. I think you can bring over your Apple Watch, and that's an extra $15 a month. I just don't have an Apple Watch. I did go out to eat. I got a bagel and coffee yesterday when I was coming home from my daughter's. Coming back home here. What else? Got ice cream last night. And I was in the trenches this week at work. The trenches. I was doing Excel all day long, trying to finish up this project that we have until the end of the year, but I just wanted to get it over with. So I was literally busting my hump all week long. And so like one day I was like, I can't take it. I can't answer any of these emails or anything without extra caffeine today. And Friday, I was so my brain felt so smooth. Smooth brain on Friday because I had just been working my tail end off and could not handle it. If you guys have been here for a minute, you guys know that I have French Bulldog. So I have Dutch.com, which is an online vet service with a licensed veterinarian. You get to have like a Zoom call with them if you have any issues that are not like emergency related as far as like break bones or something serious. If it's like an emergency ear infection or something like that, then yes. Minor kind of inconveniences, you can do like the Zoom vet thing. So I have, and I pay for that membership every month. And I always debate on canceling it, but as soon as like I cancel it, it seems like Scout has something wrong with her and I end up needing it. So I don't know, but it's $35 a month for that. And then it's unlimited vet visits. I do have to pay for any medicines, but sometimes it's cheaper because they'll prescribe you stuff that you can get at like CVS. Like I gave her, I want to say I gave her amoxicillin. I gave her something like that, like, I don't know, 6 or 7 months ago now. And it helped wonderfully. And then I pay $1.12 for my Hulu subscription every month. So that just came out. And how I got to $1.12 for Hulu is every year they have, I think it's around New Year's in January, they have like a special that if you sign it with like a new email, then you can have basically a new account and you can get this special. So that's what I did. Created a new email so I can have the Hulu yearly special, and I will be doing it again this year, so I can only pay $1.12. I wish Netflix did something like this, but I don't think they do. They do. Let me know in the comments, and I will be changing my email for that as well. So all in all this week, I spent $863.71. So if you don't remember, the total that we had left over after last week's expenses was $1,446.54 to roll us into this week of spending. And then I get paid again on Friday. So after we spent the $863.71, we are left with $582.83. And if my savings account is looking good, because I wanted to build that back up a little bit after taking my dog to the vet a few months ago. So I think I might put more money again on my city credit card because honestly, like trying to pay that off. And my balance is at $3,000 now that I put this extra money on there. Oh, I don't think we went over that. I don't think we went over this latest little payment that I made with my YouTube paycheck. We can go over that really quick. So I got paid $206.71 from YouTube. I took a little bit of money from my checking account and took my balance on my credit card from $3,236.22. After I've already put $1,200 on my credit card this month, I brought my balance down to $3,000 even on my city credit card. Yay! Go me. $6,545.24 is my balance on my Truist credit card after that $75 payment that we talked about last week that we made. I'm just so excited. So now my balance on my credit cards total is $9,545.24 between both of my cards combined. And yes, Lord, we are getting down to it. I want to try to make a bar chart in my Excel so that way at the end of the month I can kind of see where, like, how much of my money went to groceries and how much of my money went to gas and stuff like that. So I can kind of see those different categories and like one little snapshot. So I'm going to work on that so that way we can have that for next month, because I was trying to do it today and I was like, I'm getting frustrated and there's no need to get frustrated. I said, let me just do this video and I will work on it for next month. It was just something that popped into my head this morning, and I just really haven't had much time to devote to that. Anyway, we are going to do better next week, and we will not be at the grocery store all the time, because that's where I went wrong at. I went to the grocery store a couple of times this week, realizing I was out of a few things, and then I got that coffee out this week, and we're going to just do better this coming week. Okay? Pinky promise. All right, I love y'all, and I will see y'all next week. Bye!